I got off an SSRI that I was on.
What does that stand for?
Is inhibitor.
Yeah.
Brunch. Hit it, boys.
It's Wednesday, and people are pissed. People are pissed at Chelsea Handler, which, I don't know. I can get down with people being pissed at Chelsea Handler.
I feel like Chelsea Handler is the guy from
Well, so far, so wrong.
No, I feel like Chelsea Handler is the guy from Mad Men, where it's just like, I don't even think about you at all.
Yeah. Do you ever watch any of Chelsea Handler's projects or anything?
No.
No, I didn't. I liked some of the people who were on Chelsea lately, and then she had the Netflix show. I don't know if she still has it, but she's in some hot water because she bought a stranger a house, but the stranger was like a child. So people think it's super weird that she bought a random child. She was trying to do like a good deed thing. The actress and comedian thanked the child. I'm pretending to make up a story.
Oh, what the fuck? What? Oh, my God.
If I had continued going on, making up a story and correcting my own words, I said child when I was trying to say stranger. You wouldn't have. You would have been like, okay, maybe you just misread it.
I figured it was a child stranger.
Fuck.
A stranger can be a child. I was waiting to see where that was going.
This was an elaborate prank I had ready. I was going to say, and at some point you were going to say, this can't be real. And I was going to say, yeah, it was. And then when you asked to see my phone, it was going to be this.
It's a Klondike bar.
I Googled Klondike bars.
All right, well, that execution's been bad on both ends.
That was supposed to take up about 20 to 25 minutes.
So now we've got 20 minutes of improvisation.
What do you think of Chelsea Handler, though? Do we already hit on that?
Yeah, man. Don't really think
her?
about her. Why did she come to your head?
I was just trying to think of a random celebrity.
I don't know. I feel like every time I see Chelsea Handler these days, it's because she's like putting her boobs on Instagram.
Does she really? Do you follow Chelsea Handler on Instagram?
No, but like it always gets covered because she's like big behind the Free the Nipple campaign. So she likes to just post her boobs on Instagram.
Here's a question. What's the Free the Nipple campaign?
It's about just like women who think that they should be able to show their nipples because guys can show their nipples.
Oh.
It's about like equality.
Yeah, fair. I mean, I'm on record of let everybody do whatever they want. Yeah. As we said with the Emma Stone thing, great that she did what she wanted to do. Yeah. That was the only reason it was great, though.
I don't know if I just don't know if I want it on Instagram all the time because like I don't want to open Instagram in public and just have boobs on the timeline.
Yeah,
there's a time and a place for that.
What's worse if you're scrolling through Instagram and somebody over your shoulder could see that there's boobs there, or you're scrolling through Instagram and anybody can hear a sound that's coming from your Instagram? The latter. Yeah,
probably the latter. Because it's a huge pet peeve of mine when people play audio on their phone, like in the presence of others.
Yeah.
Especially in the car. I fucking hate when I'm like I like to listen to music in the car.
Yeah.
That's usually what has 100% of my attention. The radio, whether it's
0% on the road.
Music.
Loving it.
Yes. No music or full music, full podcast. I'm trying to listen to the fucking whatever I'm playing through the speakers. And so if somebody's in the passenger seat listening to whatever is on their phone, it's the most annoying thing in the world.
I got to tell you, I've got to like you a whole lot if I'm talking to you in the car because it's the same thing for me. If I have music on, especially if I'm playing something for somebody that I want them to hear and they start talking, it is
like I'm in the booth when I'm in my car. It's my audio den.
Yeah. What do you think of Chelsea Handler? What do you think she's been up to?
Posting her boobs on Instagram, probably.
Posting her boobs on Instagram. That's right. We've probably discussed this. Is there any more of a dead time in person? Like if, when you look on your phone sometimes, it'll say what the storage situation is, and it'll be like this much for pictures, this much for whatever, and then there will just be like a big-ass miscellaneous kind of block. I don't know if they call it data or if they call it what, and you're like, that seems like a pretty dead area. How do I get rid of that? That version for how a person spends their time is like sleeping, working, talking, just all basic things that people do. a pretty big bar would be watching Instagram stories. And watching Instagram stories is the most ruthless endeavor. You get nothing out of it, and it takes up so much time. A lot of times I'll be going to bed, and I'll like just check Instagram or something before I call it a night. I don't know. It's like 20 to 40 minutes.
I'm gonna counter that and say I don't watch Instagram stories too much. Like I miss probably 98% of.
Oh yeah,
Instagram
so do I.
stories.
I've gotten good enough at it that if I start to look at Instagram stories after I look at one or two and I realize that they're both ruthless, I just
That's all
stop
I do.
looking at them.
I don't know how the algorithm determines who shows up at the front of your the front of your listings for Instagram stories, but it's always the same people for me, and I always click like the same 2 or 3 people, and I'm like, I'm done with this.
Have you ever checked who looks at your Instagram stories?
No, don't care.
I've done it before just because it's a does this person have me muted?
I really don't
test.
care at all.
Yeah,
it means nothing to me if you watch my Instagram stories.
What are your Instagram stories?
I do, like it. Nothing.
Yeah.
It's all.
Well,
nothing.
that's what all
There's
Instagram
no
stories
value
are.
there.
Instagram sucks. I've always been anti-Instagram.
I'm definitely pro Instagram, but I feel like I bring no value on Instagram. It's very hard for me to feel like I'm really delivering here. It's more like self pleasure,
flagellation.
Yes.
Yeah, that's all. And I've gotten in arguments with people because some people judge how certain people use Instagram. And I'm like, no, if you use Instagram, you are just as bad as everybody. No, if you are using Instagram, you're probably posting pictures of yourself and you're probably posting messages and shit like that. Just because you like your message and your pictures more than other people's does not mean that you are any better than them. You are just as guilty of self-flagellation as everybody else on Instagram.
I will say
if you use Instagram, you're a millennial, no matter what.
Yeah, I will say when I come across somebody who uses Instagram in a way that like really entertains me and I find significant value from, I think super highly of that person because I think it's very difficult to do.
What people are like that other than John Mayer 10% of the time? Because a lot of John Mayer's Instagram sucks too.
Yeah, but John Mayer is very good at it. Like John Mayer has hits on Instagram, so I'll give him that. Ken Jack does it pretty well.
I muted Ken Jack.
Did you really?
Ken Jack sucks.
Well, that's because you hate the TikToks. I like the
how
TikToks.
Can anybody like those? That is
because it makes me feel better about my life.
Ugh, so
Ken Jack does it well. Yeah, just like there are like a few video game accounts that I find value from because they post good videos and stuff. Like they're aggregates.
You don't watch the things where guys are like playing video games and talking over it?
No, I don't watch like full Twitches, but there are highlights of video games that I watch. I find interesting.
Those are the worst. The things of guys playing video games and talking and laughing and like the mics are really shitty quality. So it's like
Leroy Jenkins.
Like, stop! You're playing a video game. Stop yelling.
You know we've done that once, right?
But we didn't do it like that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been caught dead doing like this happened in a video game. Get a life. How's video games going?
Pretty good.
Yeah, you playing video games? Which ones?
Playing a lot of video games.
You had a bad tweet today that you sent to me that you were excited about, and I was hoping that there was more to it. And
I thought it was a funny tweet. I thought the GIF was funny.
Okay, it was a funny GIF, but people have been doing that for like 2 years.
No, I know, but I thought that I'd never seen the GIF before, so I was proud of the GIF.
Okay,
in context,
you were mocking Adrian Wojnarowski reporting on the NBA video game draft thing.
Yes, so I thought that was funny. But me and Jeff, my pal Jeff,
Israel,
have been playing video games.
Which ones? I don't care.
Mainly Apex Legends, but that sounds like something that you would definitely not be interested in.
I was excited when you started to say it, I thought you were talking about it was like an ape video game. Like a Planet of the Apes.
Planet of the Apes.
And I would like that a lot more. What is Apex Legends?
It's basically Fortnite, but like with different things.
Is Fortnite you're in the forest?
Yes.
All I know is people are running around and they do the dance that kid popularized.
Yes. It's
Purdy.
No, it's not Roy Purdy.
Roy Purdy popularized that
No, he
dance.
didn't. The Backpack Kid did.
This one?
Oh, no. Okay, that's a different one. The flossing one is...
No. This dance is the dance that Roy Purdy popularized.
Fortnite's... you basically like go into a forest and you cook food and then you serve it to your opponents.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you kill people?
Mm-mm. It's just like a food ninja game.
You could, I think that you are. You could totally be making this up right now,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't know.
No, I'm dead serious.
So what do you cook?
It depends. Like, what do you want? You like cook. You build a kitchen, and then you cook, and then you serve it to your opponents.
All right, that's not right. That's obviously not right. I'm way, but even though I botched it in the beginning of this episode, I'm so much better at taking people for a ride than you are.
Oh yeah. No, yeah,
and I was kind of considering. I was like, I might play Fortnite now. If that's all it is.
It's actually pronounced,
just like doing flapjacks.
It's pronounced Forknight.
Forknight.
Yeah.
Nice. I have terrible
Fork
news.
Knife. Fork knife.
I have terrible personal news. I have a zit.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, fuck off.
It's...
As a person who suffers from frequent adult acne, suck my dick from the back.
But you at least get to be in a club. People will call you brave and stuff. If I just have a zit, then I'm in no man's land. Us people with good skin, we don't talk about skin and shit like that. It's just a part of our life that we don't have to consider. And now I don't get to be in that club, beautiful club.
It's like
I can't be in your fucking ugly club because I'm not ugly enough.
Yeah, you're in no man's land.
This sucks.
It's basically it's like you're a rich person who is going through some tough times, but you can't complain about it because everybody will just be like, "Shut the fuck up, you're rich."
Because you're still rich. Speaking of money, I live bet the Celtics when they were getting smoked by the Rockets.
Live bet?
Yeah.
Who are you?
To not get smoked as badly as they were getting smoked at that time, and I won. They were down like 25 in the second quarter, and I live bet them to...
This is against the Rockets?
Yeah, to come within 13 points, and they lost by 12. Easy money.
It's fucking wild. That I would expect you to like barely be able to bet on anything, never mind place a live bet.
I've done 2 live bets the past 2 weeks. The past week, I live bet the Hawks when they were going into the hilarious super long overtime game. After the first overtime, I bet on them to win, and then it went to 4 overtimes. And Vince Carter is 6 billion years old, and he was still playing basketball, so they lost. But yeah, live betting, pretty wild ride.
I've never done it.
Really?
I've never actually done it.
On Halloween, we were all out, and the Red Sox were down like 4-1 in the World Series, and my friend live bet, he put down, I think, $20 to win $300, and the Red Sox obviously won. That was like the easiest bet
we were
in the
together,
world. Yeah.
And like we saw that happening in slow motion.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they're definitely going to win this game.
Right. It was like the Red Sox mashed their way out of every problem they've ever had. Why would they ever have these ridiculous odds? So, yeah, but I mushed the Rockets. Not the Rockets, the Hawks, because they lost.
Yes.
And when you bet on a team and then they lose, if you take a bet that's a good bet and then it ends up being bad, they say that you're a mush.
Okay.
They call me Dr. Mush around the office now.
Did you know that for CBS, I'm now doing like the Sports Line show regularly?
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm like their NHL betting expert, which is hilarious because...
I could use some help. I bet on the Predators the other day. Lost.
Like straight up? Against who?
It was the puck line.
Yeah.
Tough.
Puck line's fucking tough because of empty net goals and stuff.
Right, but they were going to win. I was betting on them to win, so empty net goals would be good for me. They were playing... Who were they playing? They were playing a not great team. Oh, they were playing the Wild. Okay. And
certainly not great.
It was 1.5. So I said, they'll win by 1, at least 1, then get an empty netter. Oh, yeah. And they lost in a shootout. Or they won in a shootout.
Well, pat myself on the back here. I'm crazy good at over-unders. I think I'm like I'm 9-2 in my last 11 over-unders. So follow Sportsline and take my bets. And don't blame me if I'm wrong.
Cool. I want to put it on record. Can you see my zit?
No, let me see.
Yeah, that's how good my skin is.
Give me a rotation. Is it under your right eye?
No.
Fuck. I'm looking here. I'm gonna find it. All right. Do another rotation.
This is a good shit. This is.
I don't fucking see it. Where is it?
Right here.
Dude, that is not a fucking zit.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. Move your hand. That is not a zit. That is like that is a very small, tiny bump that is the exact same color as the rest of your skin.
It's horrible.
Fuck off!
No,
hate
you can
so
feel
much.
it, and you just know that if I had worse skin, it would look worse.
Fuck off! Oh my god,
wouldn't
this
that be
is
terrible?
so infuriating.
Yeah,
I want to
and it's all,
murder you.
but it's all because I'm using all this moisturizing stuff. I'm gonna get zits now.
Your moisturizing is good.
Right, it's gonna make if I live long, my skin won't look as bad when I'm older. Which again is a
No, but moisturizing is good like now for your skin.
Why?
You have to get the right moisturizer because if you,
I do have the right moisturizer.
Right. Well, so if you moisturize your skin,
Don't fucking.
if you have, so this is something that I've
Some
learned.
respect on my moisturizer.
This is something that I've learned recently, very recently, is that if your skin on your face is really dry, your face is going to work overtime to produce oils to like make it hydrated, and then it'll produce too much oil, and then you'll break out.
So it's kind of like, and now we've gotten to the health and beauty care section of the episode. It's kind of like not washing your hair makes your hair produce natural oils, which you want.
We got some pushback on that, by the way, when you were like, "Don't wash your hair."
Well, it's not for everyone. I know that
This is not a beauty podcast. It is now.
It's a beautiful podcast. I've gotten unanimous approval from girls who wash their hair and do everything. When I say that I don't wash my hair, they say, "Oh, that's good for you," and like I'm jealous, and that makes sense, and blah blah. I don't know why. It's something about the natural oils. You want to get the natural oils, and whenever I wash my hair, it gets so curly and ridiculous and big and foofy, and I don't want any of that shit. What was the pushback that we got?
There were a couple people that were like, DJ's wrong when he says that like you shouldn't wash your hair.
I didn't say you shouldn't wash your hair. I'm saying that I don't wash my hair often, and it is the successful, correct course of action for me. And people who know shit about hair say, "Hey, Dave, good course of action."
I think it might have come off as more of like, "Hey, you're an idiot if you wash your hair."
Well, I mean, if you're trying to save money and you're trying to cut corners, you're an idiot if you're still going out and spending, I don't know what shampoo costs, $10 every week to...
You're going through a bottle of shampoo every week?
I don't know. What do people who shampoo their hair, how often are they doing that? 3 times a day?
Yeah, man. It's just, they carry it on them, like in a holster on their belt. And every time, like every few hours, they just get all...
Have you ever done dry shampoo?
No.
I did it once. I was going to be John Ralphio for Halloween, but I didn't want to shave my mustache.
Okay.
Dumb move in hindsight. And I was going to be Jean Ralphio, and I was told dry shampoo would help make my hair gargantuan. And let me tell you, I've still got some of it at home.
Did it work?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Dry shampoo is crazy. I don't understand I don't know what the correct usage of it is supposed to be. Ladies or people who use dry shampoo, tell us how that is ever a practical thing other than you're trying to look like Jean Ralphio.
I think it's like an overnight thing, from what I've gathered.
Really?
Like if you're not showering in the morning and not planning on doing your hair in the morning, do a little dry shampoo the night before, and then I don't know, whatever it does. Could be completely wrong, but I think that's what I've gathered from my very little interactions with women.
Interesting. Dry shampoo.
Today's episode of Brunch is brought to you by The Athletic. The Athletic is a subscription-based publisher of smarter sports coverage for die-hard fans. The model is simple. No ads, no pop-ups, and no autoplay videos. Instead, readers get in-depth coverage written by journalists who know their teams and leagues inside and out. And today, Brunch listeners can get 40% off by using promo code BRUNCH, which makes a subscription only $2.99 a month. That's an absolute steal. I subscribe to The Athletic. I love it. They've got a bunch of big-name journalists that I know and love, and you will too. So $2.99 a month, you really can't beat it. So subscribe today using promo code BRUNCH to be a part of the future of sports journalism at The Athletic. $2.99 a month, promo code BRUNCH. Go do it. You won't regret it.
One time I bought some leave-in conditioner.
Oh, I like that stuff.
Just to see what would happen.
I used to use that as like product.
Right, that's all it is.
Yeah.
It's just it makes your hair look wet.
Yeah.
And shit.
Yeah, and like it would prevent me from being like frizzy out of the shower.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I don't. I found product in it. It always changes. It always changes every few months. But I'm less of a product guy than I thought I was going to be.
Big product guy.
When I had like your length hair, I would. What would I do? I'd maybe do like a little bit of pomade or something like that. But yeah, these days just teeny bit of wax, call it a day.
I was checking out some old videos that we had back when we used to like record every episode. Mm-hmm. Man, you had like some short ass hair. You looked very different.
I found I was deleting some videos off my phone, and I found a video where my friend was making a birthday video for his wife. So he had everyone they know just record a quick little snippet of them saying happy birthday to her. So there was a video of me. This was from not that long ago, so this was not good.
Right.
I was a lot less wide in the stomachal region and less wide in the face region, but I had short hair. And I said, hey, what's up, Ashmaster? Her name's Ashley. No one's ever called her the Ashmaster before. And I had some hash browns to me. I said, it's me, the Hashmaster, wishing you a happy birthday. And I took a bite out of it. I was like, man, A, I used to be so cool doing stuff like that. B, it has not been that long, and I got pretty fat in a hurry.
Not fat. Wide.
Yeah, but here's the thing. As I've been getting wide, I just started getting fat, too.
Yeah, but you know what? Now that you're a gym guy, you get to call that bulking.
Right. Well, I did. Careful what you wish for. I did make more room for the stuff, but I just took the option and immediately filled it. I was like, now that I've got all this space, but I made some medicinal changes recently, like a week ago, and my doctor. So I got off an SSRI that I was on.
What does that stand for?
Is inhibitor.
Yeah. Okay. Checks out.
That's the open of the show. It's something.
Rhode Island?
Rhode Island, yeah.
Yes. The SS Rhode Island.
Right. And it was that it's used for like depression and anxiety and stuff. And I switched from this medicine to a different medicine, and this one isn't an SSRI. And I didn't know that. I knew that that SSRIs have some side effects that you folks can Google and have a couple laughs, or you could watch Chris Gethard's special. He goes into it splendidly.
Does it have to do with your penis?
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes it can mess up the
Dave
wang.
Yeah.
No, but those, fortunately, that wasn't a massive... Or fortunately, I couldn't find out whether that was would be an issue for me. But anyway, in making this...
Brave Dave Broken Dick.
Right. And making this switch, the doctor was like, yeah, so the weight should come off pretty quickly, so just make sure that... he said it'll be out of your system in like 10 days, and then the weight should start coming off pretty quickly, so just make sure that you're eating and stuff. I was like... What's this? And he was like, SSRIs make you gain weight like crazy, and now that you're getting off it, you should be losing some weight. So make sure that you're eating. So now...
What a nice little treat.
I've stopped drinking and eating because I'm so excited to lose weight that I'm going to try to get as much as I can out of this little... I don't know how long it's going to be, but there's going to be a little window where supposedly my body's supposed to start getting less fat. So I'm just going to shut down eating completely, and maybe I'll get really skinny.
Sounds healthy.
Yes.
Nice.
Well,
man.
it's a medicine thing. It's healthy. It's like when what's his face in who's the big idiot in Love?
What's his? Yeah, I forget his name.
But when he's explaining
Something with a W.
No. So we have to do that trick. If you say what's that name, I think it starts with this letter. First course of action.
It's not that letter.
Get rid of that letter. He dated Birdie, and
oh shit, yeah. I keep thinking of. I think I was thinking of the guy from Master of None.
who, Brian.
Is that his name, Brian?
Well, there's Arnold is his best friend,
so I was
and then
thinking of
Brian
Arnold.
is his other friend.
Arnold. I was thinking of Arnold.
What's
which is not a W.
Not Chris. Chris is Chris Witowski.
Randy.
Randy. Oh, how could we forget that name?
I don't know.
How could we forget that name?
Randy.
But when Randy is explaining Cookie Crisp to Birdie, and she's like, sounds really unhealthy. And he's like, well, no, it's cereal. Thinking that cereal is healthy. Hilarious. Speaking of sexual wellness. Listen up, churchgoers. Hymns is not about hymns, but it will make you better at humping. It said do not read verbatim.
I'm not sure that's what they meant.
There's a problem in the world. Yeah, I'll say so. There's a big problem in the world. Like 66% of men losing their hair by age 35. And by the time you start to notice it, it's too late. Everyone thinks you're gross. Is that hairline slowly starting to move backwards? Any bald spots yet? Then it's too late. You're gross. Wait a second. No, there is a solution. There's 4hims.com, a one-stop shop for hair loss, skincare, sexual goodness for men. I'm going to motivate the audience right now. Thanks to science, baldness can be optional. There's no waiting room. There's no awkward in-person doctor's visit. You can save hours by going to 4hims.com. You get well-known generic equivalents to name-brand prescriptions to help you keep your hair. Products are shipped directly to your face. Order now. Listeners get a trial month of Hims for just $5 today, right now while supplies last. Boy, is that redundant. Today, right now. See website for full details. This would cost a fortune if you went to the doctor or a pharmacy. Go to 4hims.com/brunch. That's FORHIMS.com/brunch. 4hims.com/brunch.
Do it right now, tomorrow.
What if we made a competitor that's 4hims, and it's the number 4 and hymns, as in like Bible or like church stuff, and you go to it, and every time you click on it, it's a different. There's 4 hymns, and then you just refresh it, 4 new hymns.
What if it's just four playing embeds of Hymn by Kesha?
That's an okay song.
Yeah, I remember you saying that you thought it was overhyped. I like that song a lot.
No, it wasn't overhyped because it died. It was out for 1 second, and then everyone forgot about it.
I liked it.
Well, yeah, but
we've had some complaints about our ad reads lately.
Yes.
One complaint from the company that gave us money to do it.
And it was weird. I thought its issue was going to be with you, and it was with me, and I was insulted.
Yeah.
Because you were making noises in the background.
Well,
its issue was that...
Let's not give too much detail, because...
They're not going to listen.
Yeah,
are they?
Right. No, but...
Okay.
They'll know, people will know eventually.
Basically, I made a
next time we do it, because we have to do a quote unquote make good.
Yeah.
And give them a
let's just say
free one. You'll know.
I made a comedic choice that was very well received, except for by this company.
By everyone except the company that benefits from it.
Right, and they mistook I haven't listened back to it, but I know what I was doing. It was a brilliant comedic choice, and they thought, instead of thinking, oh, this guy did this funny thing, they thought, what happened to this guy? Did something happen to him? Is he okay? Yeah, it's called he made a brilliant comedic choice.
Yeah. And it's something that has like become part of the show. It's become a bit.
Yeah.
That people recognize.
Yeah.
And so they've given us a read. They've given us a boring fucking read. And
now I think that you're the one that's going to cost us it.
They've given us a boring fucking read, and we've taken it. We've made it interesting. We've made it part of the show. We've made it our own.
We get daily tweets about this place.
And companies always say, hey, feel free to take this. Make it your own.
Yeah.
Don't read verbatim.
Yeah, so back off our X bar. Just kidding. This is not our X bar.
No. But
you might be able to guess.
When we do the next one, you'll fucking know, because you'll just know. Okay. Enough.
Yeah, money's the worst.
We hate getting paid.
You know what else is the worst? We don't do too much sports on this, but I quickly got to say that I'm generally sad all the time because of the Celtics. They all seemingly hate each other, and every game I dread watching, and I still watch it because I'm thinking that maybe this will be the game where where it's galvanizing. I'm really looking into with the Bruins. I'm huge on statement games. They go out and they have a lot of statement games. So good for the Bruins. Congratulations on the statement games. They had a statement win against the Lightning when the Lightning had played 3 games in 4 nights and was playing their backup goaltender. Statement win. Huge win for the Bruins.
That's such a bullshit thing, though, because that's not an auto loss against the Lightning. The Lightning are that good.
That should have been a scheduled loss for them, though.
They were 9-1 this year on the second end of back-to-backs.
And they weren't playing well. They just went to overtime against the Rangers the night before.
You're not playing them at full strength.
Right, but you in hockey they have the scheduled losses. That was an obvious scheduled loss for the Lightning. You don't always lose your scheduled losses.
The Lightning have won a lot of scheduled losses.
Exactly. But that good statement win. Huge statement there. I still think the Bruins actually could beat the Lightning in the second round, though, so I'll at least give them that. But yeah, the Celtics make me sad because every game I think is either going to be galvanizing or that one of them is legitimately going to punch another one of them. I think that tonight, going into this Warriors game, if a Celtic ends up punching another Celtic by the time this episode comes out, just know that I called it. Because either that's happening or they're going to smoke the Warriors.
Who would it be?
I have no idea.
I feel like it'd be like Marcus Morris.
Marcus Morris punching who? The odds would be easy for Jaylen Brown because Marcus Morris yells at Jaylen Brown a lot. Right now, Jaylen Brown's better than Marcus Morris, so
I don't know.
And I don't know who to root for because everyone blames everything on Kyrie. I'm like, that's your best player. That's a stupid thing to do.
But he won't shut up.
Yeah.
Guy won't shut up.
But I think that's way over. He's very bad with the media, but that's way overrated. Like a lot of people have been bad with the media, and you don't have to be good with the media.
I'll take a great player who's somewhat bad with the media.
Yeah,
or like a guy who's great with the media and kind of sucks.
Especially in the NBA, I could be good with the media. You don't want me on your team?
Just shut up, man. It's one thing for a team to lose. Like if the Celtics are in a down trend right now, and obviously like they're having their struggles, whatever. Like if a team's losing, sucks. We're used to winning here. But if a team's losing and just being like completely insufferable, and just like making headlines for all the fucking wrong reasons, that's where the Celtics are at right now, and it's very infuriating.
You want to know a bad sign? I was getting very sick. I'm sick of how people are reading so much into everything that Kyrie says and even twisting stuff that Kyrie says. Like, you don't need to twist Kyrie's words. Yeah. You can just wait for him to talk and he's going to say something dumb because, again, he's not good with the media. Maybe he's a smart guy, but he's not an eloquent guy.
You're going to say, like, the whole, like, I can't wait till this shit's, I don't have to deal with this shit anymore?
Yeah, and everyone was like, then get out of here, Kyrie.
He's talking about get rid of done playing.
Yeah, and I was like, he's talking about the media crush. It was a national game and all that. I've heard hockey players say that all the time when they're playing the Maple Leafs and all these extra cameras come in and people who aren't asking questions are just standing there and there's all these lights. People are like, I could use less of this, please.
You think when like John Tavares went back to Long Island and
he's like, thank God.
Thank God that's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit.
But people were taking the first part of it that he said, I can't wait for this shit to be done, blah, blah. And they were like, well, even if he is complaining about the media, I hate his attitude. Get out of here. I'm like, okay, well, that's a cool way to have a bad team.
That thing is maybe a bad take, but the follow-up, like 2 days later, where he's like, I didn't become a basketball player to become a celebrity.
Oh, I will scream at you for this. I'm getting so annoyed by that.
He's doing movies.
You think so? It's because he wants to do movies. You think that I'm doing this podcast because I want podcasts? Maybe I want podcast listeners because I want the podcast to still exist. But when people say that anyone who works in either media or the arts is only doing it for attention, that is so insulting.
I'm not saying he's only doing it for attention, but you know that it's part of the fucking
right.
game.
But you can still not like it.
Don't fucking.
I know,
don't
right? It's a dumb
it.
complaint. I completely agree. But when people were saying, "Oh, Kyrie doesn't like the cameras," yet he was wearing that flashy "look at me" outfit, I'm like, he wanted to wear those clothes.
Right.
That has nothing to do with he wants cameras on him or everything. He clearly does not
want. If
want
you want
cameras.
to do movies, do movies, but don't complain about like the fact that you're a bigger celebrity because you're only making yourself a bigger celebrity.
Yeah. Again, I defend Kyrie, but I'm not going to say that the things that he's saying make sense. Anyway. As a means of pushing back against all the everyone hates Kyrie, everyone wants Kyrie gone again, which is so dumb because you're just going to lose him for nothing, and then you won't be able to get Anthony Davis to stay if you get him. It was just all really stupid. You want to, even if he's being an a-hole, kiss his ass because your team's better if you have Kyrie and another star. So I went out before the television show last night to get some. I want to wear like maybe a Kyrie shirt or something under my suit, just to have a subtle little Team Kyrie. they had a Kyrie quarter zip, like a cool quarter zip. Celtics logo, number 11, Irving, in green.
Interesting.
It was awesome. For $13.
What?
Yeah. So that's not a good sign for how Marshall's is.
I don't think Marshalls predicts the trends of.
That's how I do my betting. People will.
I get all my sports takes from Marshalls.
I go to Marshalls and I see which guys' stuff they have on sale. I'll tell you what, they had Hayward stuff cheap because Hayward's not playing well. By the way, that'd be a great buy. Go to Marshalls, and if there was a Hayward jersey for $40.
If Kyrie leaves,
go buy that Hayward jersey because he stinks right now, but he's going to be good, and he's obviously not going anywhere because they can't really get rid of Max.
Get rid of him.
No, I mean this would be a super mean move if they did it, but I'm sure that other teams in the league would happily trade for Gordon Hayward.
Yeah,
because teams that weren't able to sign him, and they're like, okay, well now circumstances got weird, and now he'd kind of have no choice, but. Yeah, the Celtics make me really, really sad. Kevin O'Connor wrote the other day, Kevin O'Connor, the savior of the Ringer, wrote that Kyrie's friendships on the Celtics begin and end with Jason Tatum. And it's
really?
Yeah, that is not a surprise at all, unfortunately. That stinks because then if Kyrie leaves, then has he tainted Jason Tatum after Kobe has tainted Jason Tatum?
Yeah, it's not two pillars that you want holding up your star player.
I don't know. I'm in a very doomsday mode with the Celtics, which stinks because last year they made me so happy, and now being optimistic about them makes me really sad. But again, tonight they're either going to destroy the Warriors without Clay, it would still count as a statement win, or somebody is going to punch somebody.
All right.
And Kevin Durant is going to jump. And if Kyrie's involved in the fight, Kevin Durant is going to jump into the Celtic on Celtic fight to punch one of the Celtics for Kyrie because that's his boy.
All right. Now, you know that I like to wear glasses. I'm wearing glasses now.
Good for you.
Yeah, man. They're pretty great. I got accused of wearing fake glasses on TV the other day.
I wore fake glasses on TV last week.
Did you really?
Yeah, I looked terrible. I didn't realize how bad I would look.
You're doing me a disservice because now I'm getting accused of wearing fake glasses. But I don't wear fake glasses because I wear Warby Parker glasses. They're A+ glasses. Yeah, so if you want to join the Warby Parker team, we've got a great deal for you. You can do the free try-on home program, which lets you order 5 pairs of glasses and try them on for 5 days. There's no obligation to buy. Ships free, and it includes a prepaid return shipping label. It's super duper easy. You just pick the glasses that you want from the website. They'll send them to you. No obligation. Super easy to return. Even for lazy people like me, it's how I got my glasses, and I will do it whenever I need a new pair. So if you want to do it too, warbyparker.com/brunch to order your free home try-on today. The glasses start at $95. They include prescription lenses. The lenses include anti-glare and anti-scratch coatings. Some of them got blue light filtering lenses. So, if you're in front of a computer all the time and you want to reduce your risk of headaches, I haven't done it yet, but I'm thinking of it. Always in front of the computer. Blue light lenses. Some of them have them. So if you want to do your home try-on, I've done it. Super easy. They have an iPhone X, so if you got an iPhone X, download the Warby Parker app. You can use their brand new virtual try-on, which allows you to try on eyeglasses and see the realistic color, texture, and size of each style on your own face, on your phone. It's super easy. So warbyparker.com/brunch.
I have a quick development on guys not being assholes at bars. I don't often go to bars on Saturday nights, but I went to one on Saturday, and once again, I was pleasantly surprised to see young men not being assholes. I was in the bathroom, and this guy was talking to his friend who was having a leak. This guy was in the mirror, washing his hands, doing whatever, and he was like, man, this song is what is this song? This song's really good. And it was a Talking Heads song, and I said, this is Nothing But Flowers by Talking Heads. It's such a great song. He was like, oh, man, that's awesome. I'm going to go look that song up. I'm going to save it on Spotify or whatever. And I was like, good, you should. It's a great song. And he's like, can I have a hug? So I gave him a hug. And I don't know if that was, I I don't know if that was like if it was a flirty thing or was I genuinely took it as this young man is just being a happy, nice person out in public, which again, in my day, you didn't see those sorts of things, and I think that slowly but surely, maybe we're seeing a correction. So shouts out to young men
I don't know if the bathroom is the place that I want that to happen.
Oh, true. That's right. That's really not where they're problematic. Like I don't know. Do they start fights in bathrooms? Do they yell at people in bathrooms?
I'm sure that confrontations happen in bathrooms because drunk people are often in bathrooms.
I could have said if he was like, "Oh man, this song's nice. Anybody know who sings this?" I could have been like, "Yeah, your mama sings it and it sucks." Then maybe that would have started a fight.
I don't. Anytime I can turn down person-to-person contact in a bathroom, I'm probably going to.
Oh, that's the difference between you and me. Unless peeing is happening, then don't talk to me, don't look at me, just don't anything. But after that, we're just living our lives, man.
I treat bathrooms as a business transaction. I need to get it done to move on with my experience.
So when the guy gives you a towel,
fuck that.
You don't say anything to him?
No.
You just say,
and I definitely don't give him money.
Give it to me.
Yeah, I can do this myself.
I have a question. I'm going to a thing in a couple weeks that involves skiing. Do you know how to do that?
I know how to snowboard.
People, when everyone used to go skiing as kids, they would have like it was like a Friday thing, and you'd go to Neshoba Valley or something like that. Did your school have that?
Nope.
Ooh, sorry.
Actually, in elementary school, was it?
Middle school, I think.
Middle school?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was I think there was like a ski and snowboard club or something that they would do that. I think it was on the weekends, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like a Friday night or a Saturday night or something. Yeah.
So
I never went to any of those, but I went skiing when I was very young, and I did like the pizza French fry thing. And then when the skiing and snowboarding stuff would happen in middle school, my sisters would do it, and I thought about maybe doing it. Never got into it. It was too busy playing video games. Nah.
Back on the horse?
What's that?
Back on the horse now?
Well, I'm deciding whether or not I should go skiing when I go to this thing. I'm leaning 100% towards no. Yeah.
Well, drinking in a ski lodge is pretty dope.
So that's what I've been told. They were like, "Oh, you just hang in the ski lodge and it's cool." What does the ski lodge have anything other than just like?
Sometimes they have live music if you get like a cool ski lodge.
Yeah.
But usually it's just like a like basically like a cafeteria. It's got food. You get drinks and stuff like that.
What's the jacuzzi situation with those things? Because when people go skiing, right, when they go to like a ski thing, there's
at their place, like their like condo or whatever, timeshare or whatever it is. Not at the ski lodge. I think that if there was a jacuzzi at the ski lodge, should probably avoid it.
Because if there
general public jacuzzi play is not a good move.
Interesting. If there was like a solo personal jacuzzi, but like a big sized jacuzzi that's for solo people, I would do that.
Okay.
Nobody else in there.
Say like it's a solo jacuzzi, but they don't have jets, and you just like the water comes through a faucet, and like you can like wash yourself in there.
If it's clear, you can like see your legs in it.
No, I'm just describing a bathtub.
Well, that's what it is. That's what like the water's clear. There's not stuff in it. I'm saying so because that's the biggest difference between a bathtub and jacuzzis is
you don't have to look
you
at your own
see
dick.
the right. Well, I can't see that anyway. But you see. I don't know, just something about the clear water. But if it's like green or blue or glowing, or I don't know how they make those things work. It just seems like a whole different experience.
Does like your dick ever look worse than when it's submerged in a pool of water?
Hypothetically, there could be like worse ways it could look. It could be submerged in something else.
Nails,
right? Yeah, it could be like submerged in like goat cheese or something. But yeah,
weird place to go there.
So yeah. That's your tips for going to a ski area?
Yeah, basically it's drink.
I was thinking
Ski or drink.
I was thinking it would be a cool move if I got like a big jacket and then got a tag on it and it just said on it skiing. You know how they have those huge tags? Like people leave their passes or their tags on or whatever. What a friggin' hardo move that is. I saw at the gym the other day, someone had a jacket and the tag was on it, and it was like, you can just tell from a mile away. You're like, oh, that's a skiing thing.
Yeah.
I want one that just says, like...
No, you should get one that says drinking.
that might be an equally hard.
Oh yeah,
move.
it's a complete douchebag.
That'd be
move,
like that's like a shirt that says like wake me up at drunk o'clock. Or something.
Yeah. You know who's got a lot of those shirts?
Who?
Our friend.
I knew that's what you were gonna say. Oh, it made me sad. Yeah, he does. He's got a lot. He's got his favorite shirt says "I can't adult today."
Yeah. So,
but some people can pull those off. I know that if I were wearing it, people would say, "You're being an asshole because you're wearing that to mock people who wear those shirts." Why can't you just let the people who wear those shirts have fun? Also, I don't know why.
You should get like a jacket tag that's like "Beer me, bro."
I should custom make some shirts like that are just like slightly off that you can't tell. Like, did somebody actually sell that in a store? What could some of the things say?
Like with the fucking like the 1940s drawing of like the guy with the beer, like with the mug of beer, and it's just like a saying.
Yeah,
you just come up with a fucking.
I got
ridiculous...
one. My other hand is a bottle opener.
My kid is a honor roll alcoholic.
My this car climbed Mount the liquor store.
We should do one of those with
Oh, by the way, I had a great tweet that totally went unloved. Classic Shane from Howmouth tweet. I tweeted, "I can tell if a car climbed Mount Washington just by looking at it." That is a brilliant tweet, and it got like 60 likes, no retweets.
That's more than you usually
I've been getting those recently. I've been getting high likes, 0 retweets.
Ratio City.
Right. Usually it'll be like 2 retweets, 6 likes.
Yeah.
Now I'll get 1,000,000 likes, 0 retweets.
Interesting. We should do a clip art beer guy with I wish my band had a seamstress.
Yes, we are way overdue. We promise we'll get those shirts up soon. But the I wish my band had a seamstress.
Become a cult following,
right?
Man.
My favorite response, because usually when we post it, we get the I wish my band had a seamstress tweets. But finally, we got a good. I'm gonna eat some free pizza.
Yes, yeah.
One last thing. What do I wear to the ski lounge? Because what lodge?
Ski lounge.
Ski
I love it.
lodge. Because I could do sweater and stuff like that. Or what if I could just get? Do you rent the clothes there, or do you only rent the skis?
You only rent the skis. You can rent like equipment, like helmets and goggles and stuff like that.
Perfect. So that's what I'm thinking. I won't go skiing, but I'll still rent. I'll rent some snow pants. Do they have snow? Do you wear sno pants skiing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think you can rent snow pants. You got to bring your own.
If I grease the right wheels.
I don't think that the snow pants.
Pop a Hamilton in the old right. Give it a shake.
We've already talked about your thighs. Even if they do let you rent ski pants,
that's true. I'm
going
to stretch those things out.
Yeah, you need tailors.
I was going to say get huge ones and then tailor them.
I think that you should dress super classy, class it up for the ski lodge, but also throw on a helmet.
What's the could I do the
keep people on their toes?
I could do the goggles, put them around my neck, just like hang around my. Is that what you were they do? Oh, you put them up on your head
on the helmet.
So
you just you strap them to the helmet. They point upwards, and then like if you need them, you just
and
right in the face.
I'll have a shirt that says my other skis is cooler.